Today's Bible study, actually, I apologize. Today is not a Bible study. This is actually a business meeting. I've been doing a lot of Bible study with our ministry that you guys know I all lead a ministry. And so I kind of got them mixed up there. Sorry about that. But today I'm really excited. Today is the Business Sales Accelerator Academy weekly training that I do every Tuesday at 5 p.m. And I'm excited to be here because I got something I want to share with you guys that I believe that's going to really be able to tremendously help you in a big way grow your business. I'm going to be teaching you some techniques and some very specific things that you can do to help you grow your business very, very fast. The reason I said 45 days in the email is because, some people have big teams, some people have small teams. Of course, if it's just you, you'll be able to double your team in a day, in a few hours if you use the techniques I'm going to teach you. If you have a small team, maybe 3 people or 5 people or 10 people, you'll be able to double your team in a very, very short period of time if you use the information that I'm about to share with you today. And also, if you start teaching it to your team, because of course, everything I share is now in the academy. So you can go log into the academy and use anything that I teach and go take it, go use it, and use it to grow your business in a big way. So again, I'm excited to be here. Hey, Alexander, I'm glad you can make it on today on Facebook. This would be the time that if you got your cell phone, to grab out your cell phone and start texting your friends, start texting your team, start texting people you know. You can even create a Facebook watch party. And on the Facebook, on my wall there, you can grab it as a Facebook watch party and run it again and make this available live to people so they can see what we're going to be going over. Because I believe that this information can tremendously help you grow your business in a big way. I know last week I was not here. I had some events happening last week, so I wasn't able to come. But I'm really fired up about this week because what I'm going to be teaching you is how to double your team in 45 days. And I'm going to give you some very specific things to do. So what you want to do is take out a pen. I recommend a blue pen, which I have a blue pen right here. I always have a blue pen. Take out white paper. And you want to take copious notes because the things I'm going to share with you is going to be powerful. But let me tell you another thing I did. Also, after this, of course, I record these trainings every week. And then I'm also going to put it inside the academy so you can have it along with the document that I've created that goes along with it. Hey, Brian, I'm glad you can make it on today on Facebook. And so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in and get started because I have a lot to cover with you. So what we're going to be talking about, again, the title is How to Double Your Team in 45 Days. If you're in direct sales or in network marketing, this would be absolutely the time that you would want to go and grab a pen and paper and text everybody on your team, tell them to be here, tell them if they got something else to do. If they're not at death or at a funeral, then they need to be on this training. It's that powerful. So, or anything short of those two things. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing I want to talk about is going to be an active training. So I'm going to be doing some role playing. I'm going to show you exactly how what I'm going to teach you works. And let me just kind of tell you how this came about. I do a lot of one-on-one coaching. I do a lot of one-on-one training, not a lot of one-on-one coaching. Let me rephrase that. I do some one-on-one coaching. I'm very, very selective of who I do one-on-one coaching with because as you guys know, I used to charge $10,000 for one-on-one coaching when someone would hire me to be a coach for them. I stopped doing that. I poured it all into the academy so you guys can have access to the same information without spending the $1,000 to coach me one-on-one. But every once in a while, there are some people that want to. And so they, I have a suppressor rate for them and I work it out. But the bottom line is over the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of one-on-one coaching. And because of the market of what we're in with this coronavirus, I had to revamp a couple of the scripts. I had to revamp a couple of the audio business cards that I was doing. And then what I did is I revamped them and I've been teaching them to the people I've been working with and they work very, very well and they're very effective. So what I want to do is give you guys a taste of that today and give you some of those tips that you can use in your business. Also, I want to share something right up front. You guys are going to get an email from me because I'm actually doing something I've pretty much never done before, with the exception of when I was younger. I just actually got a job. I know, so sounds kind of goofy, to tell you the truth, because I've never really interviewed for anyone. I had someone interview me today, and it was hilarious because my interview was probably different than she probably expected because I just know this industry so well. But let me tell you what I mean by I got a job. I didn't get a regular 9-to-5 job. Years ago in 2011, I created a thing called an iTrack. It was a daily activity tracking system for the network marketing industry. And in my opinion, it was the world's best training system out there at that time, 2011. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to build this software back in 2011. We had some technical difficulties with some challenges, and some friends and business partners didn't quite work out. So since then, I've been trying to put that back together, and so that's why I created the Academy. But a company that was in business with me at that time in a different area actually put together what I had created already. So we created this program, and it is phenomenal. Imagine having the ability to every time you send out a text message, to know if people opened it, know when they closed it, have the exact scripts in there of what to say for everybody in your organization, having the videos and having everything. And just so you know, I'm not selling it to any of you guys because you guys can't buy it. It's for companies. So the reason why I'm going to be talking to all of you, because some of you may work at companies that could benefit from this product, and then you guys would all have access to it. So I just wanted to guys let you know I'm coming with it because I've been trying to build this thing for 10 years. And finally, a company built what I was thinking. And when I showed them my skill set and what I have the ability, they said, please come aboard with me and help us get this out to the world. And of course, my whole mindset is to really help the masses. So you'll be hearing about that here shortly. I just want to tell you that because I've never had a job interview before, but I'm going through this 3-interview process. It's kind of goofy and kind of weird for me, but it's all good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you some techniques. I'm going to give you a few tips that's going to be able to tremendously help you in your business. We're going to go through 3 things. Number 1, I'm going to show you how to show the presentation 5 to 10 times to different people a week. Because if you do that, your business will grow exponentially. You got to remember, your income is in direct proportion to the number of times you show the plan. Bottom line, the more times you show the presentation, the more income you're going to generate. Number 2, I'm going to show you how to get 100% follow-up conversion rate because a lot of people don't know how to get follow-ups. I'm going to show you how to get follow-ups virtually 100% of the time. And I'm going to show you exactly what I say and give you the exact script. The third thing I'm going to do is show you how to sponsor 1 to 3 people per day. I'm going to show you how to sponsor 1 to 3 people per day in your business. So that's what we're going to be covering today. So again, like I said, if you have people on your team that you care about, I would get out the phone and start texting those bad boys, giving them the link to this training and telling them to get over here and register. And register for the training and get on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So before we start with the training, I always do like a recap of the Academy. If you're new to the Academy and you haven't been in yet, inside the training, we go through a thing called the 10-step pattern for success. Now, I don't call it that inside the training. I call it, just a business sales accelerator. But what we're going through are what's called 10 steps to success. So if you want to succeed in this business, the first thing you have to do is this. You have to, number 1, you have to define your dreams and get a burning desire to achieve it. There's 3 parts to the, what I call a foundation. You have to define your dreams and get a burning desire to achieve them. So that's number 1. That's the first step that I teach inside the Academy. And the second step is you have to make commitments to your business. And we're not going to go through all the details. I'm just going to kind of outline them for you. And then in the training, you need to go through them. The third thing you need to do is you need to use the product and become a product of your product. You have to be a product of your product line. You got to believe in it and be confident in your product. Those 3 steps are what I would call the foundation of your business. Those are what make you strong in the business. Those are what make you committed to the business. And that's what gets people to be attracted to you in the business. Those are what I call foundation. So you got to know those and you got to teach them. And then, of course, in the Academy, we go into great detail on them. The next steps are what I call the 7 money-making activities. These are the action steps. This is what we're going to go through today. But I want to tell you what they are because you need to know what those action steps are and you need to know how to do every single one of them. Okay, the first one is you got to know how to generate leads. Generate leads. Lead generation is the single most important thing you got to know how to do because if you're out of leads, you're out of business. However, there's a caveat to it. None of you have a lead shortage. None of you. People think they have a lead shortage because you don't know the definition of a lead. If you understand what a lead is versus a prospect, then you will know that you're not out of leads. So let me explain. A lead is simply name and contact information, and a prospect is someone you've spoken to or communicated with that is open to learning more about what you do. So a lead is name and contact information. A prospect is someone you've spoken to or communicated with that is open to learning more about what you do. And your job as a professional is to convert leads to prospects. The better you get at converting leads to prospects, the faster your income will grow, because then you won't be wasting a lot of your time. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you some specific ways to convert leads to prospects. There's three things that you need to learn how to do. Is number one is called a warm-up. A warm-up, you need to learn an opener and an audio business card. So those are the three ways you convert leads to prospects. You use a warm-up, an opener, an audio business card, and it's a process. You're going to watch me do the process today. I'm going to do it as if you're a prospect, and I'm going to do it, in a role-play manner so you can watch it happen. So you got to know how to do a warm-up, an opener, and an audio business card, and that's kind of three parts of the system, but they're all one system. So you'll understand it as you see it come. The next step you got to learn of the 7 money-making activities is you got to know how to invite and contact people. You got to know how to make effective invitations, because if you're not good at making invitations, no one's going to show up to see what you do. See, you can invite 1 million people, but if you're not good at inviting, 99.99% of them won't show up. And if no one shows up, then you're not going to make a dime in your business. So you got to get good at inviting. And I'm going to show you how to invite people today too. In addition to that, you have to know how to show the plan. In other words, make presentations. Showing the plan is when you are talking to someone who's not in the business about the business with the intent to get them in the business. That's the goal of showing the plan. It's when you are talking to someone who's not in the business about the business with the intent to get them in the business. And so that's what showing the plan is. It's not talking to people. When I talk to someone and say, what'd you do today? Oh, I was talking to people. Okay, talk to them about what? What are you talking about? You got to have an intent. There has to be a reason why you're talking to them. And so the key word to showing the plan is your intent. The next thing you got to learn how to do is you got to know how to follow up, close, and ask for the money. Follow up, close, and ask for the money. Now, most of you guys have all heard the fortune's in the follow-up, which is a lie. The fortune is not in the follow-up. The fortune is in the closing and asking for the money. Because if you don't know how to close and ask for the money, you're never going to get the money. So you got to know how to close and ask for the money. The next step you got to master, which is the 6th step of the 7 money-making activities, you got to know how to get your new distributors started correctly. We're going to go over that today, how to get them started right. And then the next one is you got to plug them into your duplicatable training system. Write this website down, write it down, www.businesssalesaccelerator.com. That is your duplicatable training system. I want you guys to get this in your mind. The Business Sales Accelerator Academy is not my training system. I know this information. It's your training system. Just like whatever company you're involved in, if you're in a legal product company, or you're in a vitamin product company, or you're in a real estate marketing company, it doesn't matter what you do. The company you market is your product line. That's the product line you market. You're not an employee of the company. You're not a distributor of the product. You own a business and you are the company. The company is you, Inc. You're the business. When people join your business, they're joining business with you, not your company. So it's very important to understand this. So you need 2 parts to your business. You need the product line and you need a training system. Now, a lot of network marketing and direct sales companies do have training systems, but that's almost the problem that they have. Let me tell you why I say this. I deal with network marketing companies all the time. And one of the biggest challenges I see is that they have 10, 20, 30, 40 different training systems in one company. In other words, everyone in the organization has their own training system. They have another way to do it. They got a new trainer coming in. They got a new system this way and a new system that way and a new person this way. And this upline tells you to do it this way. And this way got this system over here. And that becomes the problem. Think about this. What franchise on earth allows everyone in the organization to create their own training system? Imagine that at Taco Bell. Imagine Taco Bell allowing all their employees the receptionist, the front desk person, everybody, when they join the business, they can come up with their way to do the business. Guess what it will be? It wouldn't be Taco Bell, it would be Taco Hell. It'll be a mess, right? It wouldn't work, bottom line, because you can't do that. That's not duplication. But when you go buy a Taco Bell, when you go buy a franchise, you know what you're buying when you spend $150,000? What you're paying for is a training system, a logo, and the opportunity to sell tacos. You're buying a system. Just like when you invested in your business. Now, I don't know what you invested in your business. You may have invested $50 or $100 or $5,000. I don't know what the number is. But whatever you invested in your business, this is what you bought. You bought a logo, whatever that company's name is. You bought a product line, and you got the opportunity to go sell that product. And you got somewhat of a training system, a training starting system. What I've done for you is I've put together a training system that's 100% duplicatable, so everyone in your organization can know exactly what to do and how to do it so that they're not confused. The biggest thing that happened with this coronavirus situation is this: confusion. Because more people got online and more trainers got online and more systems got online. And I bet you today you had 10 webinars come at you telling you they're going to teach you how to make money, right? You probably all did, because that's what happens right now. Everybody's doing that. And so there's so much noise, confusion creates nothing. You get no business, get nothing done. So that's why you want to use the Academy as your system. So let's go to the next part. Before we start getting into the techniques, because the techniques are simple, by the way. The techniques I'm going to show you, it's a really simple process. But this whole system is what I'm trying to develop for you. Trying to develop an entire system of duplication for you. So let's go through it. The next thing you got to have is you need to have an email marketing system set up. An email marketing system. I'm going to give you the one I use. I was on the phone with them today, all day long. Let me tell you why. Because I built 3 lists in my company. I built one for prospects that I just meet, and I have an entire list. I had about 400 or 500 people on that list. I have another list of people that have joined the Academy, which are different people. I have people that have joined my webinars, like this training, that are different people. I have people that I just meet out in the street that are not network marketers, because I have a whole other part of my business. I do branding and graphics and all kinds of stuff. So I have 4 lists in this one system. I got on the phone with this company today, and they walked me through step by step how to make sure the lists were separated, how to delete certain people out of the list, and now they helped me straighten out my entire system. And I'm gonna tell you, that was the best customer service I've ever dealt with. I dealt with them 3 separate times a day, and they all answered the phone. And that's what was amazing to me, and that's why I use the company I use. Write this website down, www.b as in boy, it.ly/BSE email system. All one word and all lowercase. Everything is lowercase. So let me say it again, www.bit.ly/BSE email system. I would strongly recommend you go and set up that email system. And by the way, inside the Academy, that system's in there. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll be able to, you can see it right there too as well. But I just wanted to give you the link, because that system right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is what's been saving not only just me, but a lot of people that I deal with, because I told them a long time ago to build an email list, and now you need an email list to be able to get people here. Think about it. Everybody that's on this call right now, you either got an email or a text message from them. Everybody, or you got it from somebody else that got it from me, because that's what I use to market my business. And you can do the same thing. Imagine if you had a presentation right now and you wanted to tell 100 people there. If you had 1,000 people on your list and you told 1,000 people, 20, 30, 40 people might show up. See, and if that's the case, that's how you market your business. So you need an email system. And in my opinion, that is by far the best one to use, because they have 24/7 customer service. So I recommend to go sign up for that. Don't even think about it. Don't even think, should I do it or whatever? Just get the basic program. I think it's, I don't even know. I think they have a free 30-day trial or whatever. But the bottom line is, it's mandatory. It's your business foundation. So that's the second thing. So you want to set up your business email list. The next thing you want to do is you want to train your team how to use the system. By the way, inside the academy, I have training videos on how to set up your email. And then if you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to walk you through and help you get it all set up. So I'll give you my direct phone number right now. It's 714-814-6888. And that is my direct number. If any of you want help setting up your email, you can just text me. Just text the word email and then text that to my phone number, and then we'll set up a time to talk and I'll walk you through it. I keep my calendar wide open. I'm going to show you guys my calendar in a little bit, but I keep my calendar wide open because I'm here for you guys. So I just want you to know that. So that's one system. Here's another system. If you're in direct sales and network marketing, there's a phenomenal system out there. It's called, here, write this down, www.bit.ly/MLM Club. I have a lady, she's awesome in the business in her particular company, and I've been training her to go on there and start building relationships. She's been using the scripts like I'm going to give you today. And when she starts using those systems and those scripts, what ends up happening, she starts sponsoring people. This is a social media platform very similar to a Facebook or a LinkedIn, but it's 100% network marketers. And these network marketers are either looking for an opportunity, they just joined an opportunity, they're struggling in their opportunity, and they're all around the world. So when you go there, you can set up a free account and you can start building relationships with the people that are in there. And she's doing it because she filled an event for me the other day, about 20 people in the room, and a bunch of them came from that system because they're open, they're looking. That's why they're there. So I just wanted to give you that. It's called, I'll give it to you again, www.bit.ly/MLM Club. You just go there, sign up, get yourself a free account, and that can really help you market your business a lot. Okay, so now let's talk about the next thing you want to do. The next part of helping you sponsor a lot of people is you got to keep the business simple. Keep the business simple because there's so much noise out there in the world right now. Like I mentioned, keeping it simple has been the challenge. So let me give you some tips and some things you can do to keep the business simple. Number one, make training a priority. Make training a priority. Here's why. The best trained team wins. Bottom line. If I was going to take in two teams that were going to win in anything, I don't care if it's a sport, if it's a crochet knitting contest, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, the ones that are trained the best are going to win the biggest. I can guarantee that. The ones that have the best training. So that's why you want to make training a priority. A lot of people make it an extra thing. Oh, every once in a while when I get a chance, I can go in there and check it out. No, you need to make it a priority. Here's why. Because pros train more than amateurs. That's what makes the difference. The difference between a pro and an amateur is that a pro trains more. They practice the basics. They master the fundamentals more than the amateurs. You know what the amateurs like to do? They like to play the game. They go out on the court. Using basketball, they go out on the court. They go out to the beach. They go play. They go play in the game. They go play the game. But you know what the pros do? They go hire a coach. They don't hire the cheapest coach. They hire the most expensive coach. You know what they do? They get the coach to push them and to find their flaws and their weaknesses, and they improve on their weaknesses and flaws. While everybody else is out playing basketball, the pros are practicing their craft. Now, of course, in our business, you can't just go and practice your craft all day. You got to go and practice on live human beings. So what you got to do is take the techniques and then go apply them in the field. But you got to spend time practicing. So here's a little key to it. Pros make money in network marketing. Amateurs don't. Bottom line, amateurs don't make any money in network marketing. It's the pros that make money. So you got to practice. The next thing you want to do is you want to schedule training in your daily calendar. You should use a calendar. I use Google Calendar, but if you don't use Google Calendar, use whatever you got. But you got to schedule it, because here's why. What doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. If you don't schedule time to train, you won't train, because it takes effort. It takes time. Even my son, he's 13 years old. I go out and practice basketball with him. And I say, hey, if you want to practice with me, you got to schedule it. So he comes to me, Dad, can we put basketball practice in your schedule? I said, yeah, no problem. So then I take him out and practice basketball with him. Now, I'm not good at basketball. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to try to front and act like I know how to play basketball, because I don't. But I do know how to coach. And I know how to watch videos of pros, and I know how to get my son to do what those pros just did. So I just mimic. But the whole point is you got to put in your calendar. You got to schedule training. The next thing you got to do is you got to practice the scripts and techniques on live human beings. So like today, I'm going to give you a couple of scripts that you can use in your business right now. But you got to take them, practice them, and make them yours. You got to learn them well enough to teach them, but you got to go do them in the field. So what I'm going to give you today, I want you to actually start doing immediately. Here's the next thing you want to do. Make the Business Sales Accelerator Academy your business tool. Let me explain why I say that. It's because I work for you. That's the mindset I want you to have. You have an employee, you have Steven. If you want me to help you grow your business, I will work with you as much as you contact me about it. If you say, Steven, I got 5 people on my team, I want to help them become better, let me know. We'll get them into the academy and I'll help you help them grow. Because see, my business only grows if yours does. If you're the only person in the academy in your team, you got 100 people on your team, shame on you. What we should be doing is getting those 100 people trained so your business can grow. Does that make sense? So I hope you get this because this is so important. So use me that way. I'm giving you free reign to use me. Now let me give you my calendar. Write this down, www.meetwithsteven.com. Meetwithsteven.com. That's access to my personal calendar. You can literally go to Meet with Steven, and Steven is spelled S-T-E-P-H-E-N. So if you go to meetwithsteven.com, you can literally book an appointment right in my calendar. You'll see my whole schedule, what's available. You can book it right in there. And then when we're there, we'll create a strategy and a system to make sure your business is growing. So if you want to talk to me, go ahead and book a time and then we'll go through it. Okay. And then the next thing you want to do is get everybody on your team into the academy. You need to be learning how to promote to events. So let me give you an example. One of the most valuable tools you can learn is how to build to an event. Building to the event is the single most valuable tool you can have because you don't need to be the best sponsor. You don't need to be the best closer. You don't need to be the best speaker. You don't need to be the best motivator. You don't need to have the most money or the best nice car or house to show the plan. You don't even need to know how to show the plan. But if you know how to promote to events, if you know how to put butts in the seats and know how to say the right words to attract your ideal client to get them to come and look at something, then guess what? You'll grow the biggest business. You know, that's how I know who will grow the biggest business is the best promoter of events. And one event that you can promote to more than anything else is my academy, is the academy, is your academy. Here's why. Because it's an event and it's going to do something for you. Let me give you an example. I have a lady named Marvette. She just hired me for coaching. She didn't want just the free academy. She said, Steven, I want to work with you. So I gave her a massive discount off my price. And she said, I want to coach with you personally. I said, okay, so this is what I said. I said, how many people do you have on your team? She said, none. I said, okay, great. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to help you grow your business exponentially. She goes, okay, how are we going to do that? I said, what we're going to do is we're going to do an event. I'm going to teach you how to build to an event. She goes, okay. She goes, but I don't have anybody on my team. I said, I know, I heard you the first time. So I'm going to help you do that. That's my point. So I said, we're going to schedule an event. She goes, okay, when do you want to schedule it? Next month sometime? I said, next month? No, next week. We're doing it this week, and you're going to fill the event. How many people will you have there? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, that's not a good answer. How many people will you get there? She goes, I'll have 20 there. I said, you'll have 20 people at the event. She goes, yes. I said, great. She goes, how am I going to get them there? That's not important right now. Let me go through the first thing. Let's make the goal. So she set a goal to have 20 people there. Actually, she had a goal to get 50 people, but her worst case scenario was 20. So I gave her the exact scripts I'm about to give you today. I gave her the scripts and I said, here, I want you to build to this event. I'm going to do the presentation. She goes, yeah, but I don't have anybody on my team. I said, it doesn't matter. Invite anybody on your team that's a customer. I said, I want you to invite people you know, people that you just meet, and just invite them to the event. Here's why. Yes, they're going to join the academy and you're not going to get anything from it. But you know what you will get? One, loyalty. Because you did something for them that they wouldn't know about. They would have never known about the academy if it wasn't for you. She goes, okay, that makes sense. I said, yeah, but let me tell you another thing that's going to happen. What's going to happen when someone wants to join their business and for some reason not ready, but they may share them to you? She goes, you're right. She goes, you know, another thing that could happen? Some of those people may not even be excited about their company. And because what you did for them, they're going to be on your database and they're going to enjoy talking to you. And you're going to now show yourself as a leader. She goes, you're absolutely right. So she went to work, she got on Facebook, she did whatever it took. She had 18 people on that first event. 18 people that she didn't know before on that event. Now her database started to be built. The next one, we did another one a week later because we built to the next event. She had 11 people on the next one. And so we're going to be scheduling another one. See, so I'm teaching her how to build to an event, because what's the difference between building to the academy event or building to a watch party or building to something or your presentation about your product line? What's the difference? There's no difference. It's the same technique. So what I did was she's using the academy to learn how to build to events. That's the same thing you need to learn how to do, is build to events. So the third thing you want to do is, like I said, make the training system your system. And one of the things I'll do for you, I'll do an event like her, like I did with Marvette, is I'll do it's called a watch party, or actually it's called a launch party. And a launch party is where I'll help launch your business. And I don't care if you have one person on your team or 50 people on your team or everybody's dead on your team. I don't care. I know how to revive the dead. I started this whole training off with talking about I do a Bible study, but so I'm not going to revive the dead in that way, but I will be able to revive some of the people that are asleep. Okay, and here's how we do it. We will do these launch parties, and I do them all the time. And I teach you exactly what to say to get those people to the launch party. Okay, so now let's go through the next thing you want to do. The step 3, the next step of building your foundation before we get to the scripts. The next thing is you got to be disciplined with your calendar. Discipline with your calendar. Not only schedule your training, but you got to be disciplined with your calendar as far as setting daily goals. So you want to set daily goals. Here's some of the goals I recommend you to set every day. Number 1 is shoot to convert 3 to 5 leads into prospects per day. Convert 3 to 5 prospects leads into prospects per day. You're going to learn how to do that in a second. The next thing you want to do is you want to shoot for 2 to 3 presentations minimum per day. The reason why, a couple months ago, I said 1 a day, and I had this similar training, but I said 1 a day. But the reason why I said more now is because we have more time. Everybody's not out doing normal daily jobs. You got a lot more time, so you can do a lot more work. But you want to shoot 2 to 3 presentations per day. And then the next thing is shoot to sponsor 1 new distributor enrollment per day. That's a goal. 1 new distributor enrollment per day. Also, 1 new customer a day. If they don't become a distributor, they should automatically default to a customer. One of the things I teach is this: go build the business on purpose and sell product by accident. You get customers from the people that don't build the business. So that's how you do it. The next thing you want to do is you want to add 5 new leads to your email database per day. So that's why you need to go and set up your email database. And what I'll do maybe even next week, I might go into LinkedIn and show you how to get names and numbers off LinkedIn and put them into your database so you can start marketing to those people. And if you already don't know how to do that, I'll show you that next week as well. The next thing you got to do is you got to add 5 new leads to your text message system database per day. If you don't have a text message system, or you need to get one, I have one. When you text me, I'll tell you the one I use. I have a couple different ones, but you want to start making a list on at least an email list with your email and the phone number so you can make a text message database list. Those 2 things are very important nowadays. The third thing you want to do is ask for 3 referrals per day. 3 referrals per day. So imagine if every day you woke up, you now have a goal. Your goal is to shoot to convert 3 leads into prospects per day. Your goal is to shoot for 2 to 3 presentations per day. Your goal is to get 1 distributor per day. Your goal is to get 5 new leads into your email database, 5 new leads into your text message, and get 3 referrals a day. That's a full day's work. Guess what? Your business will grow. What if you did only half of it? What if you only did a quarter of it? What if you did a 10th of it? It's probably a 10th more than some of you might be doing right now, right? So it's very important that you start this activity. And I give you these goals so you can have some momentum. That's what you want to gain, is momentum. So now let's talk about the script. So I went through a foundation with you so you can get some techniques and some things that you got to do. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the script of what I'm talking about here. So here's how it works. So let's say I meet you out somewhere, or I give you a call. Let's say you're one of my friends, or I know you for a while. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what's called a warm up, and I'm gonna give you some ideas on the warm up, and I'm gonna show you how it works. By the way, this recording will be in the Academy, and the script I'm using, I'll have it inside the Academy also. So when you're a member of the Academy, you can go in there, you'll be able to print it right out. I'll make sure it's right there for it. Okay, so it goes like this. So the warm up's usually about 2 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes, and I say, hey, how's it going? And I give them a call, hey, how's it going? And they'll say, oh, I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm doing great, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. How's the family? And then I get them talking about the family. Oh, the family's great. The kids and this and this and that. And then I say, I don't really have a lot of time to talk right now, but I wanted to give you a quick call to see how you're doing and how the family's doing with this coronavirus situation. Oh yeah, well, everybody's healthy, everybody's feeling good, nobody's sick and this and that. I let them talk. Then I say, so what about your business? How's the coronavirus situation and this lockdown affecting your business? And then I want them to speak. The goal is to get them to talk and open up. Well, yeah, man, it's been really tough. I haven't been able to work. It's been challenging. My job was shut down, and now I'm, looking for some ways to make money. I said, yeah, I definitely understand. So now you want to do what's called a transitional phrase. And I said, yeah, I do understand. I'm sorry to hear that, man, but it's really not affecting my business right now, like it is with a lot of other people. So you want to use the word my business in a sentence. Well, it's really not affecting my business at all. Or, wow, that's totally different than what I do. That's totally different than my business. The reason why is because what they're going to say at that point, they're going to say, wow, so what do you do? What is your business? That's the goal. My goal is to get them to ask me what I do. Once I get them to ask me what I do, then I use the next technique, which is called an audio business card. And I would say, well, what I do is I actually work with people that, maybe that are struggling right now because of this coronavirus situation. And I show them how to generate an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month on an online business part-time so they can make it through these tough times. And the reason I was calling, I wanted to ask you a question, if you don't mind. No, what's the question? And then here's the next technique. It's called an opener. I would say, do you keep your options open to additional ways of making money outside of what you're currently doing as a real estate agent? I keep my options open. Or I could say, have you ever considered additional ways of making money outside of what you do currently as a dentist? Well, yeah, I have to do something because my dental office shut down and they're talking about locking it down for another 3 months. Got to do something. Or I could ask this opener. Are you open to additional ways of making money outside of what you're currently doing as a football coach? Well, yeah, I'm absolutely open to something else. I got to do something right now. The family's struggling, where it's a little tight. So when they say yes, then you say the next step. This is called the invitation. You're going to now invite them to something. If you're open to it, I can invite you to a presentation that we do online. And basically, it's going to show you all the details of what it is and how it works and everything. And, the gentleman that's going to be sharing this presentation, his name is Jim. And Jim, he's a multimillionaire, and he works directly with me, and he works with a lot of other people, and he's helped a lot of people become very successful. And most importantly, he said he'll help me, and he'll help anybody that, that I bring aboard the presentation so they can see it. They'd help you as well. And then they're going to say, wow, how do you do? Yeah, I'd love to be open to it. I'm definitely open to that. Great. Well, tonight we have the presentation at 7 p.m. It's not open to the public. It's by invitation only. If you'd like to come, I can put you on the guest list and you can be my guest. Would you like to come? And they're going to say, yeah, I definitely could be there. Okay, great. It's at 7 o'clock. So right now, it's only 4 o'clock right now. Why don't we do this? What's the best email to send you the link? The best email to send me the link is whatever the email is. Okay, great. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the email link at around 6:45, 15 minutes before the 7 o'clock when it starts. And then you can watch it at 7 o'clock. It's about a 30-minute presentation. And then after the 30 minutes are over, I'm going to give you a call back at, say, 7:45. And then I'm going to answer any questions that you have to see if it's a fit for you. And if it is a fit, that's fantastic. If it's not a fit, that's 100% okay. Okay? Okay, great. All right, so I'm gonna send that over to you. And good, man. It was great talking to you again, and I'm glad we'll hook back up again. And I think this could be a great way to help you make that $2,000 to $5,000 a month like you need. All right, great. So perfect. So I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day. Okay, so let me just say what just happened. It may seem simple of what I just did, and I'm gonna tell you it is simple. And let me tell you the reason it's simple. It's because I'm a pro at it. I've done it 1,000 times. It's kind of like if you go out on a golf course and you go try to hit a golf ball, it might be challenging to get the ball to go into the hole. But for a pro, they hit the same ball with the same club and it'll go right in with no problem in a few shots. See, it's just they've practiced it enough times. So I've practiced what I taught you. So the only way you're going to get good at what I just shared is to practice it. That's why I'm doing it on video, and that's why I'm going to give you the script of what I just said. So you can have it, you can go use it in your business. Now, there is another approach, though. I want to give you the second approach, too, because there's an approach just in case you want to use more of a passive approach. So let's say you call up your friend and the same thing happens, and they answer the phone, you do your warm-up, same type of warm-up, and then they ask you, so what? Yeah, tell me more about what you do. I can say, well, what I do is I help people generate an extra $2,000 to $5,000 per month for a time on an online business so they can make it through these tough times. And I just wanted to ask you a simple question, if you don't mind. And they're gonna say, no, what's the question? Great, well, because of this coronavirus situation, I was wondering, do you know anyone who is currently looking for a way to earn an additional $2,000 to $5,000 per month or more part-time until this coronavirus situation is over? See, if you ask the question that way, then two things could happen. One, they can say, yes, me, I'm open to that. I want to know how. And then you go through what we just went through a minute ago. Or they can say, as a matter of fact, my brother just told me he just got laid off and he has 4 kids. He's got to do something right now. And then I'd say, well, that's great. Because like I said, I have an online business and a new training system that I can help them earn anywhere from $2,000 up to $5,000 or more pretty fast in a short period of time. And then I say, Gregg, so do you mind if I ask you your brother's name? No, my brother's name is Tom Jones. Tom Jones, okay. And what's the best number to give Tom a call? The number will be 714-777-1111. Okay, good. And do you mind if I use your name, to let them know that you referred me over to them? No, I don't mind at all. Okay, great, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Is there anyone else? And then you wait. And then what will happen is they'll say, yeah, as a matter of fact, I was just talking to one of my coworkers the other day. He's struggling too. So, you do that 2 or 3 times. Next thing you know, you got 3 referrals, just like that. And that's the process. That's the alternative way to do it. If for some reason you don't want to go direct or you're not comfortable doing it direct, you can ask the alternative way. Then from there, you got to do the next step, which is called a follow-up. So let me break down what I'm doing. I'm generating the lead. I'm converting the lead to a prospect. I'm inviting them to see what to do. I'm showing the plan, and now I'm about to do the follow-up. So now the follow-up, after the video is over, this is kind of how I follow up. Now, inside the academy, I go into great detail on this, but I'm going to show you a simple way I follow up. After the video, I say, what did you like best about what you just saw? Oh man, that presentation was amazing. The product looked great, and the business looked great. It makes a lot of sense, but I just had a couple questions. Okay, great. All right, so what types of questions do you have? Well, how do you make money? How do I make the $2,000 a month? I didn't see how to do that. Well, the way you make the money is this and that and this and that and this and that, and this is how you make the money. Any other questions? Yeah, I have a question about this and this and that. Okay, great. Well, the way you answer this, the way you handle that, and this and that and this and that, and I'd answer the question. And then I say, any other questions? No, I think that's it. Great. So if the program makes sense for you and you want to get started, let's go ahead and get you started. Yeah, it does make sense. Okay, great. What type of credit cards do you want to use? Visa, MasterCard, American Express. And that's it. There's not much more to it, you guys. See, in this network marketing business, we think there's this big process, this big closing sequence. I don't close anyone. What I do is I find out who's open. One of the things you'll learn in the academy, I'm doing an abbreviated close only because of time. But inside the academy, I go through a more extensive closing process because the last product I used to close was $20,000, and I would meet someone today and they would give me a check for 20 grand tomorrow. So there's a process. So if you have a higher ticket item that you have to get financing or it's going to cost $2,000, you may have to answer a few more questions, and you may have to three-way your upline in with you if you're not 100% confident at doing it yet. But what I just showed you is how I close. I don't try to get people. I don't try to convince people. I show them what it is and how it works. So that's the follow-up process. The next step is now you want to plug them into your duplicatable training system, which is the Business Sales Accelerator Academy. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I would do. So now that I've signed them up in the business, I say, so we need to get you trained so you can start earning that $2,000 to $5,000 a month or whatever goal they said they wanted to earn. Are you near your computer right now? They're going to say, yeah. I say, great. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the training system that we use to help you grow your business. Let's go to this website. The website is Business Sales Accelerator Academy. So let me show you how it looks. Let me show you what it is. Okay, so let me show you the training. Can you see my screen there? All right, we're going to do a little Zoom training, and I'm going to show you how it works. It's really simple. If you're on your computer, what you want to do is you want to scroll down a little bit. The guy named Gregg here, let me just tell you a little bit about Stephen. He used to be a 7-figure income earner, and he's put together this training system to be able to really help you grow your business exponentially around the world. He's trained over 20,000 people around the world, and you can even read some of the testimonials in there of some of the things that he's willing to do to help you grow your business. It's pretty amazing. But let me kind of show you what you get in the training. So these are some of the companies he's worked with. You can read about all the stories. But let me just show you what you get in the training. What you get in the training, number one, is you're going to get, right here, you're going to get the, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong spot. You're going to get personal access. In other words, you'll be able to work not only with me, you're going to be able to work with Stephen. And he does things like launch calls to help you grow your business. So as your team starts growing, and you start making that $2,000 to $5,000 a month, you're going to be able to generate a lot more income using the system. In addition to that, you get a 92-page workbook with the training. By the way, that's the only cost of the training. There's no cost. This training is free. You just pay $20 for the workbook, and then you get access to all the training, and that's included. So we're going to get you your workbook today. Also get a downloadable mobile app, which is a mobile marketing app that helps you, so you can put the mobile app on your phone, and you can actually have that with you everywhere you go, and I'll show you how to get that today as well. You get the fast track training. Inside the training, there's a fast track training that's going to help you get your business started fast. Because how fast do you want to start making that $2,000 a month? Immediately, not sooner. Okay, great. So that's why we're going to get you into the training right away and help you start duplicating yourself and building your business. There's also a goal setting training, which is about an hour long, and I'm going to want you to watch that goal setting training so we can really get your dreams and goals in place so that we can build that foundation for you. You get unlimited access to all the training videos. You get unlimited access to all the audio training. And then we have one live meeting a week. Sometimes there's 2 live weekly webinars where we give you free skills training that gives you some very specific techniques. And Stephen runs those too, and those are free as well. And you get unlimited downloads to access scripts and goal sheets, and lead magnets, and other resources. So that's what you get in the academy. So it's real simple. These are some of the benefits that you'll get. You're going to learn about goal setting and how to get your business off to a fast start, and how to develop a 6- and 7-figure mindset. And you're going to learn networking skills and closing skills. And you're going to learn all of this inside the academy. And like I said, the training is free. You just buy the $20 workbook. That's it. It's real simple. So here's how it works. Go back up to the top. Okay, see that red button right there where it says Join the Academy? Go ahead and click that. So what happens is when you click that button, you're going to go to this page. That's Stephen right there. And this is the gold membership. So what you want to do is click that and then go ahead and sign up for the gold membership, which is you click that button and then go ahead and fill out the information right here. Go ahead and put in your information and whatever credit card you want to use. As soon as you click the button, what's going to happen is your book is going to be automatically emailed to you. You want to print that out and you want to put it into a binder so you can have that workbook in there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk you through how to get your business started. And then I'm gonna, link you up with Stephen once we start doing these watch parties together in these launch parties. Okay? Go ahead and fill that out. Perfect. All right, man. You're in the system. You're there. You're good to go. And now what I want to do is I'm gonna show you my calendar. One of the things, by the way, all of you guys that I'm saying this to on the screen, you can look at my calendar. I told you this is my calendar. if you guys want to book a time in my calendar, you can look at a spot right now and you can see what spots are available. And then you can text me, say, Stephen, Thursday at, by the way, this is Pacific time. So make sure you know, you do the math there. So let's say you said, Stephen, I want to talk to you on Thursday at 11 a.m. You can say Thursday, 11 a.m., put me down, and then text me your name and phone number and email, and then I'll go ahead and put that slot out there for you. My number again is 714-814-6888, or you can go to www.meetwithsteven.com and you can go to that website and just book it right in the calendar. Either way, you'll be in my calendar. And that will be for this week. And then next week is, pretty much wide open. See, I leave my calendar open for you guys because my intent is to help you grow your business. But see, in the same way, if I was training a new person, I would schedule a time in my calendar for them also. I would schedule a time in my calendar for these new people so that I can help them get their business started. This is how you get new people started, you guys. A lot of people miss the boat. They don't get their new people started correctly. They sign somebody up and then they expect them to just go figure out how to build the business. That is not how you build a network marketing business. You got to help people get started right. And this is how you do it. I just showed you the exact scripts, the exact process, and exactly what to do to grow your business exponentially. Okay, so now let me go ahead and show you my screen again. Let me go back over here. So now, by the way, this is the script I was just looking at. Let me go back here. Actually, let me do something real quick. Let's get back over here. Okay, so now once they say yes and they join the academy, then of course you now have a person in the academy. You have them ready to go. You have them signed up in your business, and now you're starting the training process. And that's how you duplicate yourself, you guys. That's how you do it. That's how you duplicate yourself so your business can grow exponentially. Now, if you do this techniques, let's say you go in and you're going to listen to this again probably, because as soon as I'm done with the video, I'm going to add it to the academy. Once it's edited, I'll add it to the academy. Then you can go back in and you can watch it again. You'll be able to get the script that I just said and go start practicing it and then start applying it in your business. So this is so important, you guys. I hope you guys see what you have in your hands. I hope you're excited about that, and I hope you go do the things that we talked about. So I'm just going to do a little quick recap. Number one, my phone number, 714-814-6888. If you want to book a time to talk to me, you can text me, your number, or you can go right to my calendar and book the time in the calendar. That's number one. Number two, put the academy in your schedule. You've got to start scheduling your training time. Put it in your calendar. Number three, set up your email system at bit.ly/BSE emailsystem.com. I'm sorry, no .com at the end. But go to bit.ly/BSE email system, set up your email system so you can start doing the things we just practiced. The last thing is go to MLM, or actually it's bit.ly/MLM club. Go to those websites, get set up, and then start practicing the techniques that I just taught you. I hope you guys have a great week this week. Hope you have a great weekend. And I tell you right now, the reason I do what I do, I'm just going to say it right up front. The reason I do what I do, because one of the things I've learned over the years is that, if you do more than you're paid to do, the day will come when you get paid more for what you are doing. That was something Zig Ziglar said when I was real young. He said that if you do more than you're paid to do, the day will come when you'll be paid more for what you are doing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't make a lot of money from this academy. This academy is kind of like a lost leader for me, but I'm gonna tell you, I do it for you. Now, when I got companies in there and there's thousands people coming at a time, that's one thing that's not happening right now. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this because I care, because I'm doing far more than I'm paid to do. I can charge a lot of money for this academy, but I'm giving it to you guys because I want you to grow your business. Because I know this. I am probably the wealthiest man on earth because I'm rich towards God. has nothing to do with money. I'm not my net worth has nothing to do with money, income, and bank accounts. My treasures are in heaven. So because of that, and what I do for the Lord is why I do what I do. And I care about you guys. I care about what you do, care about your business. I care about you guys all staying healthy and taking care of your families. That's why I do what I do. My motto has been the same since I was 18 years old, is that if you build the people will build the business, the nation, and the world. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a fantastic week. I love you. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.